And hello everyone, I'm Andy Sebastian for your Sebastian Daily News and Weather on this Tuesday, June 29th, 2021. 85 degrees and cloudy right now. Low will be 74 degrees. Winds are out of the southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. It'll stay this way until through Friday, when the winds will change out of the southwest on Saturday. Rain, rain, rain is all I could say. Let's take a look at the satellite radar. And you can see that there are some clouds over the state right now. The rain is coming from the southeast along with the winds. That's why we're getting all this rain all of a sudden. As these storms approach our coastline, the winds are just blowing it over Sebastian and into Florida. That's going to change on Saturday when the winds change to the southwest. And when that happens, and when this happens, we don't really get much of the rain. But we also that could affect our weekend as well. We're going to be talking about that in just a second. Listen, Saturday is the Freedom Festival here in Sebastian. So remember, the 4th of July parade is actually going to be Saturday, July 3rd. And the fireworks will be that night at dusk across the street from Riverview Park. They're going to launch the fireworks off the dock. And that's going to happen at dusk. So remember, Saturday, the 3rd, is our parade and our fireworks. It's not on the 4th. They changed it to the 3rd because they said that many people that are in the parade also attend church, and we would lose half the parade. So that's why they made it on Saturday. So that's coming up on Saturday. But like I said, overall, I mean, we need the rain, but is there more rain coming? Are we going to get rained out Sunday? We really don't know. The National Weather Service is predicting rain on Saturday and Sunday, but it really depends how strong these southwest winds are. Now, here's something else I want to bring up. The tropics could definitely interrupt our weekend. Let's get to that in just a second. My forecast for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday: highs near 90 degrees, the overnight low near 74. We're going to have some thunderstorms and showers throughout each and every one of these days at this time. I can't predict the Saturday and Sunday weather forecast yet. It's just too early to determine what's going to happen with that. But we'll know by Friday when we do the next newscast. Let's talk about the tropics. Something's going on in the tropics that's got word around town that we may be faced with a storm this weekend or next week. Now, let me tell you what's happening. The area in the orange is called disturbance number 1. This thing is moving 15 to 20 miles per hour from the eastern Atlantic. It will hit the Caribbean, and right now the spaghetti model, spaghetti, say that 5 times, spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. The spaghetti model, let's put that on real quick. As you can tell, it's just looping right off the coast of Florida. The spaghetti model is looping right off the coast. So right now, as of today, we're not going to get any kind of storm. We'll probably get some rain and moisture from this thing as it veers off the coast of Florida. Is that going to happen on Saturday? I don't think so, but it's coming. Now, there's only a 40% chance that this thing will form to anything as it moves closer to us. So a 40% chance that it'll form and be anything like a tropical storm or a hurricane. There's no reason to panic about this right now. This is way off. This is way out there. It's nothing right now, just a disturbance. We can handle a tropical storm, no problem. We can actually handle a hurricane category 1, no problem. But I doubt that this thing's ever going to be a category 5 that we've seen in recent years. So don't panic. Don't buy all the toilet paper at Winn-Dixie and Publix. Everything's fine right now. This is just to inform you of what's going to happen in the next several days of our forecast. And so that's what's happening there. The other system in the yellow is called disturbance number 2, and that is expected to head towards the west. That won't affect us at all. Now, a lot of these storms, as I've said in previous forecasts, a lot of these storms spawn off the coast of Africa and loop to the northeast. This might happen with this one. You just never know. That is what it's looking like right now, in my personal opinion, that we're going to see this thing just loop off the coast of Florida. So nothing to worry about right now. We're monitoring it. As soon as we have more information about that, we get it out there. But right now, just know that it's out there, but don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. We're okay. And here is what is going on around town in Sebastian. Florida Power and Light will begin its underground power project in Sebastian in January 2022. FPL made a presentation at the last City Council meeting about its new Storm Secure Underground project. The intention of this project is to convert neighborhood power lines that are overhead on those wooden poles to underground. The power company said underground lines perform much better during storms, and especially major storms like a hurricane, compared to the overhead lines. Now, those lines that you see, let's say off 512, Sebastian Boulevard, you'll see those concrete poles with those lines. Those are called main feeders, and those main feeders feed the neighborhoods. Those are going to stay. Now, they claim that these concrete pole power lines can handle hurricane force winds, so those will stay. It is the local neighborhood wooden pole power lines that are overhead that they want to convert and put underground. There are 76,000 miles of power lines in Sebastian. 40% are already underground, and they're looking at the 60%, and they want to convert those residents underground as well. FPL will be working in 143 neighborhoods and moving their power lines underground. 6,300 customers, and if you haven't been contacted by FPL yet, it's probability that you won't see your power lines go underground. But if you have, like most people, you get a letter in the mail, or they knock on your door, or they call you. So they are informing residents right now about this change. Again, this change is going to happen in January 2022. There's also been some people, some residents that are complaining about these. Let's get a picture of these pad-mounted transformers. And as you can see, here's a guy at his home, and here's this transformer box. This is what replaces the transformers on the power lines. So 5 out of 8 homes will have this transformer box in front of their house on a concrete pad. Now, there's nothing wrong with these things. I used to live in Collier Creek, and I had one of these in front of my home. They don't make noise, they don't buzz. Some people actually some people actually plant bushes around them to kind of hide them. Listen, when there's a storm and your power is out, you're going to wish that you had one of these things. This is what's going to keep your power on. There's nothing harmful about this thing being in your yard. So there are some people that are saying, no, I don't want that box. And they're telling FPL that they don't want their home to be underground. They want to keep the lines above ground. So just to let you know, just some information for you. If you are one of those residents that are worried about this box being in front of your yard, it's worth it. It's worth to have when we are in a hurricane-prone area like Sebastian. It's worth having this than having your power go out, because after those storms, it could take weeks to get your power back on, and then you have to deal with the mosquitoes and the heat after those storms. So this is worth having. Anyway, that's what's going on. The project, again, like I said, January 22 is when they're going to begin it, and they'll finish it up in early of 2023. And also, the same night, the city of Sebastian gave a presentation on Fisherman's Landing at the last city council meeting. Some people have complained about this no parking signs near Fisherman's Landing. They want to be able to park there and walk down to the water. Well, there is a little bit of parking near the road on Indian River Drive. But the purpose of this property is for fishing. The city secured funding from the Stan Mayfield Working Waterfront Program to promote fishing. So they use these grant funds just for that. It has to be for fishing. That's why Krabby Bill's is where it is. That's why they have a showroom at Krabby Bill's. There's also a part of a museum right there at Krabby Bill's. They've got the docks for the commercial fishermen, and that is a loading and unloading zone there to load up fresh fish and have it transported to restaurants and other distributors. Now, the city purchased this property in 2009, and Lisa Frazier, the community development director for the city, said the land has always specifically been used as a working waterfront, which is what our city was founded on, fishing. And they're trying to restore our history. They're trying to keep our history, which is fishing and clamming. So it is a way to protect our history. You can read this entire article. There's a lot more to it on SebastianDaily.com. Just go to SebastianDaily.com and you'll see the article right on the home page as you go there. And also, Damien Gilliams and his son have turned themselves in after an arrest warrant was issued last Friday. They are accused of filing a false police report against Sebastian Vice Mayor Jim Hill. They accused Hill of battery while at the Indian River County Courthouse. However, the security cameras were obtained by the sheriff's office, and they did not show any physical altercation between Hill or the Gilliams, for that matter. That's according to the sheriff's office. The police report said that Jim Hill purposely ran into the son. They saw no touching, no physical altercation, according to the sheriff's office. The father and son, who operate and own the No Name Bar in Sebastian, will have to appear in court on July 20th. Coincidentally, the judge that handled the criminal trial for Damien Gilliams and Pamela Paris is also the judge in this new case. Gilliams and Paris are expected to be sentenced next month after they were convicted of perjury and violating the Sunshine Law. And speaking of Damien Gilliams, he lost his appeal to disqualify the judge handling his case. Now, Gilliams appealed this case. He wanted the judge to be disqualified so he could probably get a new trial, and because the judge's wife used to work at the state attorney's office. She left there back in April, and he said that it was wrong that the judge did not disclose that prior to the trial. However, the appeals court found no reason to remove Judge Michael Flynn from the trial case, and many citizens believe this was just a tactic by Gilliams to postpone his sentence. Again, his sentencing will be set next month. And this is all the news we have for you today on this great Tuesday afternoon. If you live in Sebastian, it's a great place to be, rain or shine. We want to thank you for watching our newscast. We really appreciate every one of you. We'll have another newscast in another couple of days. I'm Andy Hodges, coming to you live for Sebastian Daily.